Good evening and welcome to another episode of Conversations from the Ikigai Zone. I am Douglas Kampung Kid and I will be here with you for the next 60 minutes, and we are going to take a look at the topic for this evening, which is we think we have time. So do we really have time? What is this thing called time? Okay, we talk about time all the time. Okay, no pun intended. We talk about time all the time. But what really have you ever thought, or have you ever paused to think, what is this thing called time? What is it? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you touch it? And if you can't, okay, we can't see time. Okay, we can't see time, we can't feel time, we can't touch time. So what is time? So in my mind, time really comprises of three things. Okay, and the first thing, okay, and as always, I always like to go into the definition of stuff, okay, before I talk about it a little bit more. So I see time as three things. Okay, the first thing that I see time as is it's a gift. Okay, so time is a gift that we all get. Okay, every single one of us, we get this gift called time. Okay, every day we get 24 hours, 60 minutes times 24. Okay, we get 365 days a year, maybe a little bit more. Okay, and for most of us, our life expectancy today is about 85 years. So it's a gift. Okay, it is not something that we have to work for. It is not something that we have to exchange for. It is something that is freely given to us every single moment, and all of us have it in equal measure. Okay, so the first thing that I see time as, okay, is it is a gift. And there's a term in the English language that we use to describe time. Okay, and that word is the present. Okay, it is not a present, it is not any present, it is the present, the one present, okay, which is the moment that I have now. It is the moment that you have now. So every week, okay, I thank all of you for your 60 minutes. Okay, because it is your 60 minutes that you've decided to be here, okay, to be with me. Okay, and so you're taking this gift of time that you have, 60 minutes of your time, to be here so that we can connect, so that we can create an exchange. Okay, so you're giving that gift to me. Okay, and in exchange, I'm sharing something with you. I'm sharing a perspective, I'm sharing an insight, I'm sharing my model of the world, okay, with the intention and hope that when I share that model of the world from my experience, which I will talk about in a little while as well, that I am creating value for you in exchange for your gift of time to me. Okay, so we only always ever have just the present. Okay, we don't have the next moment. Okay, and the last moment is gone. Okay, never ever for us to be able to get it back. Okay, so time cannot be earned. Okay, we can't earn time. We cannot work for it. We cannot do something to get more time. Okay, all of us have 24 hours in a day. I have 24 hours in a day. Okay, how many of you have more than 24 hours in a day? Or how many of you have less? So we all have, by agreement, okay, with this idea that all of us measure our time and we all have the same quantity every day. Okay, so we can't earn it. There's absolutely nothing that we can do to earn it. We can't keep it. Okay, we can't say, I'm not going to utilize this time right now. Okay, I'm going to save this time so that I can utilize it later. I can't. Okay, either I use it right now or it's gone. Okay, and I cannot claim back lost time. Okay, if it's gone, it is called a past. Okay, and I can't go back to the past and say, okay, I want to do this again. I can't. So the only moment I have is right now, the present, and the only thing that matters is what I am doing right now in this moment, called the present. Okay, so the first thing is it is a gift. Okay, I can't ask for more of it. Okay, I can't ask for less. Okay, I can't reject it. Okay, I can't earn it. I can't store it. I can't keep it. And once it's gone, I can't get it back. So the first thing, time is a gift. And the second thing that I see time as is that it is value. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Every single moment that passes, okay, I can be doing something with this moment. And what I am going to do with this moment, okay, can either be an expense, I can spend it and it is gone. Okay, I can do something that doesn't give me anything back. Okay, I can trade that time by doing some form of work. Okay, and I never ever get it back. Okay, so and before I say more about this, I just want to establish this stand that I have again, that I don't have a right or wrong about any of this. Okay, there's no right or wrong way of utilizing time. Okay, there's no good or bad way of utilizing time. There is just how we utilize time and what gets created as a result of us utilizing time. What is the value of that exchange? Okay, is it something that is expensed? Okay, I use it and I don't get anything back out of it. Okay, it is called wasting time. Okay, and we waste time on a lot of unproductive things. We waste time on a lot of trivial things. We waste time on drama. We waste time on upsets. We waste time. We waste time in many, many ways. Okay, and the form of wasting time, what wasting time looks like to me, okay, is that the value goes down. The value actually goes down. Okay, the value of what I have in my life goes down as a result of me wasting time. Okay, so it doesn't increase. And then I can be investing time. Okay, meaning I do something, okay, with the time that actually improves or enhances the quality of my life, that enhances the quality or value, okay, of the people around me, that increases the overall value, okay, of space, okay, of where I am, of what I am creating at a higher level. Okay, so example, if I am scrolling, if I'm scrolling on social media mindlessly with no intention and just looking at lots of nonsense, okay, and reading posts that totally absolutely add no value to my life. Okay, and there are many posts like this. Okay, there are dramatic posts, there are sensational posts, there are just all sorts of posts, which at the end, okay, so I spend 5 minutes, I spend 5 hours. It doesn't matter how much time I spend. Okay, I'm spending time, okay, looking at whatever it is, and at the end of that, when I put down my phone, when I stop scrolling the social media posts, whatever it is, I stop watching TikTok videos or YouTube videos, whatever it is, there is no net increase in value in my life. Okay, I don't become smarter, I don't get better experience. There is no net increase value. Okay, or it might even cause me to be frustrated or upset or stressed, okay, about something, okay, that then leads me to that lowers my energy or disturbs me or distracts me in some way. Okay, that prevents me from actually doing the things I really, really want to do. Okay, so that's a time waster. and this time is gone, gone. You can't take it back. So can I get the 5 hours that I use going through social media and get it back so that I can do something better with it? No, it's gone. Okay, or I can be investing that time to create. Okay, to create something of value. I can be creating, sharing my knowledge. I can be sharing my experience. I can be engaging with people that who matter to me. Okay, my friends, my family. Okay, my dog. Okay, I can be using time. Okay, with people. Okay, which enhances our relationship. Okay, I can be reading. Okay, which increases my knowledge. I can be taking action on something that I've learned. Okay, I'm practicing. Whether I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing. Okay, whether I'm cooking, I'm playing a musical instrument. I'm doing home improvements, or doing something that gives me joy. Working out, running, a pastime or hobby that I enjoy, or doing work that I am passionate about. Okay, that I totally, absolutely love, that gives me fulfillment and meaning to do. Okay, so I could be doing all that, and the net effect of exchanging time for all that, okay, is me investing in all these activities. Okay, it's me investing in taking action and practicing and making mistakes and learning from making mistakes. And the net effect is growth. Okay, the net effect is an increase of value. Okay, from the same time utilized. Okay, so the same 5 hours, 5 minutes, it doesn't matter what it is. The same 5 hours that I utilize one way and the same 5 hours that I utilize another way creates a different outcome. So are you? Okay, so are we looking at time from a perspective of it just passing and being wasted? Or are we deliberately utilizing time in a way that creates value? So that's a question I ask myself every single moment before I start doing something. That's the thought that comes to my mind. This activity that I'm going to take on, that I'm going to do, okay, is it going to, at the end of that, okay, is it going to add value to my life or not? And then I'm very, very deliberate, okay, in then utilizing the time. So value of time is determined by the utility, how we use time. Okay, so how are you using time? And the third thing that I see about time is that it is life itself. Okay, so it starts as the gift that we get, that every single one of us get. Okay, the moment we come into this world, the clock starts. Okay, the moment for 85 years. So our life really just is a series of moments. Okay, it is just a series of the present. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, and every single moment there may be things happening in the environment. Okay, there may be events happening, and then we respond to these events. Okay, that some we ignore. Okay, others we take it on. Okay, so we are in reaction, or we are at effect. Okay, of whatever is happening in the environment. Okay, or other people. Okay, we respond, we react, we do something because something has happened, and then we do something in return. Okay, so that's one way that we utilize these moments. Okay, the other way is we are deliberate. Okay, so this is related to the second point, but a little bit different. Okay, the other way is that we're very deliberate. The other way is that I'm very, very deliberate in choosing what I will do with time. Okay, with every single moment that I take on, what am I doing this for? Where is this taking me? Am I doing it because I want to do it, or because somebody else is telling me to do it, or because something is compelling or coercing me to do this? And will I get to where I want to go? Okay, at the end of doing this thing, okay, this moment by moment by moment, do I actually get to where I want to go? Okay, and that is a very deliberate view. Okay, there's a very deliberate look at this thing called time that only I can do. Okay, that only I can decide on. Okay, not because somebody else has told me to. Okay, because ultimately my time, how I utilize my time, I am going to there's something I'm going to exchange it for. Okay, which can only be mine. Whatever happens in every single moment, whatever happens in the present, what gets traded, okay, is deeply personal. What I exchange time for would be a memory or an experience. Okay, so I spend time learning. Okay, so let's say I spend time learning something. At the end of that learning, it creates for me an experience. Okay, it creates for me that learning experience of gaining knowledge. Okay, when I practice doing that thing that I have learned, it creates for me an experience of what works and what doesn't work and how I do it, which will be unique compared to how somebody else is doing it. Okay, and in some of the live streams, I talked about how each of us come into this planet, okay, with our own individual DNAs, okay, and we are imprinted with uniqueness from the start. Okay, and we all go through unique experiences in life. And we build different memories. And there's no right or wrong experience. There's no good or bad experience. They're just experiences. They're just memories. Okay, and what it comes with, everything that it comes with. Okay, the emotions, the thoughts, the feelings, okay, are all part of our experience of life, are all part of my experience of life. So it is life itself. So time is life itself for that 24 hours in a day, for the 85 years in a lifetime. It is life itself. Time is the process which we journey through from the moment we come into this planet to the moment we leave. So do we have time? So if time is a gift, if time has value, and if time is life itself, do we have enough of it? We think we do, okay, because it seems so far away. Okay, but then again, okay, whether we do or not, I've come to realize this. It depends. It really depends on from which point you are looking at it. Okay, if you are young, okay, if you're young and you are just starting off in your life, okay, you think you have time because you have 85 years, okay, you have whatever it is. When you are 84, okay, and then you look back at all the time that has passed, okay, and all you have left is 1 year, okay, one more spring, okay, one more Christmas, one more whatever it is, which is very difficult for a young person to see. Okay, and I see that because I was a young person once. I was a young person once too. And I remember when I was in my 20s, okay, out of school, I thought, wow, okay, so much life ahead to do whatever it is that I want to do. That was 30 years ago. Okay, I am 54. And if I look at the scale of 85 years, if I look at the life expectancy of 85 years, um, and if I drew a box, for every year, okay, of the 85 years, I am in box 54 right now, okay, and a little bit, okay, I'll be in box 55 soon. I was in box 25 once, okay, and as I was in all the other boxes, and in the blink of an eye, 54 years has passed. Okay, which I couldn't have imagined, and so 85 is 30 years away, so I've got 30 boxes left. And then the question I ask would be, what do I want to do with the next 30 boxes? And it is actually very difficult to imagine, okay, because our brain is not designed to comprehend the concept of time. That's why we can't see it. Okay, we can only see the evidence of time. We can't see time itself. Okay, and this idea of a lifetime became even more apparent to me last week. Okay, I lost my dog of 12 years last week. Okay, his name is Charlie. Some of you may know who he is. And so for a dog of his breed, he's mixed. Okay, he's mixed, and we suspect that he is Golden Retriever and Alsatian German Shepherd mix. So he's considered a large breed dog, and the average lifespan for a large breed dog, okay, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, is 8 to 12 years, which means that they can die as early as they can transition as early as when they're 8, up to a maximum of 12 years. Okay, so that's the range. Okay, so they usually transition between 8 to 12. So for large dog breeds, that's a lifetime, 12 years, maximum 12 years. Okay, under exceptional circumstances, some live a little bit longer, but 12 years. Okay, 12 years is the upper limit. So Charlie was 12 and a half, okay, when he passed on last week. Okay, he was 12, I think February or March this year, and he stayed for another 6 months. And I guess when he left, his body just couldn't continue anymore. Okay, it was very sudden. Okay, I brought him to a vet because of a medical condition. He was not eating for the first time, and the vet did an ultrasound, and came back and told us that he had this condition. He has this condition that's called pericardial effusion. Okay, which basically means that he's got fluids in his lungs. Okay, which was causing pressure on his fluid in his around his heart, which was creating pressure on his heart, which was making it very difficult for his heart to work. Okay, so his heart was working very hard and beating very fast, and so he was very breathless, and he was not able to. So that made him very tired. Okay, and on the last day, I didn't know it was the last day. Okay, he didn't want to eat breakfast, so I brought him to the vet to have a checkup, and that's what the vet said, and the vet asked us if we wanted to do a procedure, which was to drain the fluids, and we made a decision that we would, but the risk was because he was an old dog that he may not survive that procedure, but I wanted to give him a chance, and I had hope. Okay, I had hope that after the procedure that he will be okay again, and then we'll go home. So we made the decision. Okay, Charlie was in the ultrasound room, and the nurses brought him back to the vet room because they said that he was looking for me, that he was fussing a little bit, and so they put him down. Okay, and there was a little bit of pee, and there was a little bit of, and I was cleaning the pee. Okay, I was cleaning the pee a little bit, and then he pooed, and then he grunted, and I went to get some more serviettes to clean the pee, and then I realized that he was gone. Okay, within 10 minutes. So we think we have time. I thought I had time. I wish that I had with him a lot longer. Okay, but the truth was he had 12 years. Okay, that's all he had. Okay, by any other measure, okay, 12 years was what he had. Okay, and he lived a little bit longer than that. So I look at the 12 years that I had with him. I wish that it was more. It wasn't. The 12 years was up. So it became very, very apparent to me that time is an illusion that we have, thinking that we have a lot of it. Okay, and the truth is we don't, because every single moment is passing. And then the question that comes to mind is, then if every single moment is passing anyway, what are we doing with every single moment that is passing? What are you doing with every single moment that is passing? Okay, what are you exchanging it for? What experience are you exchanging it for? Because ultimately, experience is the only thing that we get to keep. Yes, life will throw us all sorts of curveballs. Okay, life will throw us all sorts of struggles and challenges. And I used to say this, and I still say this. Okay, when life throws us a challenge, we say thank you. And sometimes we don't understand what the challenge is about. But what I'm clear is with Charlie, it was simply the time was up. And that was a huge reminder of purpose for me. Okay, for the 12 years that Charlie was with me, okay, he had one purpose, and he had one purpose and one purpose only. Okay, which was to love me. That's all he did. Okay, every single moment, okay, was about being with me. Every single moment was about demonstrating love. Okay, that was his purpose, and he was very, very deliberate. He was very, very clear. He was very, very clear in doing that. Okay, so every single thing that he did was just about that. Okay, but we humans, okay, don't think about purpose a lot. Okay, we don't think about why we are here a lot. Okay, we don't think about the gifts that we have, that we can create for the world. We don't think about the talents that we have to solve the problems in unique ways that only we can solve. Okay, because we have never been taught, okay, to think about purpose. Purpose gives us clarity of what it is that we want to do in our lifetimes. Okay, and to me, when I talk about purpose, when I see purpose, when I feel purpose, it is simple. Okay, and the only purpose that each of us have to fulfill in our lifetimes is not this big thing out there. It's something that we already have inside. And our purpose simply is to be the best version of ourselves. Okay, in my view, it is simply that. Okay, to be the best version of ourselves, and the only way to be the best version of ourselves is to upgrade ourselves, is to equip ourselves with everything that we need based on how we're wired, based on the talents that we have, based on what we love, based on who we are. Okay, equip ourselves with everything that we can. Okay, to upgrade, to expand, to learn, to experience, to make mistakes, to love until it hurts. Okay, to care and give until we can give no more. Okay, to be a bigger version of who we are, to leave the planet a better place. Okay, to leave something behind that shows that we were here, that I was here, Douglas was here. Okay, that my life meant something. Okay, and whatever that it meant, okay, is something that I create, okay, from the purpose that I see for myself, and then utilize time to fulfill that purpose. Okay, to acknowledge the significance of me being here on this planet, that there's something that I need to do. And I work with people for the many years, and I see the magnificence and brilliance and gifts that each individual has, which is that something that they need to do, which may be different from the thing that I need to do. But for everyone that I work with, I know there are countless others who are not even thinking about that. Okay, who are struggling through life, going through life day after day, just passing time. Not really doing what they really want to do, but because that's the thing to do, because society says so, because parents say so, because that's the way things are. And then we give up our time. When we do that, we surrender our time, we give it away to someone else. And then we have nothing else to show for it. We've got absolutely nothing to show for it. Okay, the time passes, and then we look, so what happened? Okay, how many of you have ever thought, okay, so time has passed, something has happened, and then you look back and say, gosh, what happened? What happened? Okay, there's absolutely nothing that has been created as a result of that. Okay, and it will happen over and over and over and over and over again until I am clear, until we are clear. This is the thing I want to be doing. This is the thing that I am designing that I will do in my life. This is the thing that I am exchanging my time for, and this is what I'm getting in return. This is the experience, this is the growth. Okay, this is the value that I'm creating. And time is passing anyway. So we procrastinate. Okay, we procrastinate, we push things back. Oh, I'm going to do this another day. Okay, there's still time. There's still time. Okay, so procrastination is delaying something. Okay, delaying doing something that can be done right now. Okay, so why do people do that? Okay, and I see that people do that because there is fear. Okay, fear of many things. Fear of what's next. But fear comes from the unknown. Okay, fear comes from the unexplored. fear comes because we don't have the knowledge or the experience or whatever it is. Okay, and then we procrastinate doing it, and when we procrastinate doing it, when we don't do it, okay, we don't actually resolve the fear, because if we already fear the unknown and we fail to venture into that unknown, okay, we feel and turn on the light to see to see what there is. So when we venture into the unknown, it's no longer the unknown. Okay, but we fail to venture into the unknown because of the fear, and then we never resolve, or we never find out, or we never learn about this unknown, and then we just get stuck. Okay, distracting ourselves with all sorts of other things. Okay, because it's a lot more comfortable, because it's a lot more known, and we don't actually get anywhere. And then we ask ourselves, where am I in life? Okay, we have this dissatisfaction. Okay, we have this sense of something missing. Okay, but we don't really know what it is. So it starts with knowing what we want. Okay, it starts with knowing simply that we just need to be the best version of ourselves. That all I need to do is to be the best version of myself. And then asking, where can I be the best version of myself? In what way can I be the best version of myself? What do I need to play this game of being the best version of myself? What do I need to learn? What do I need to practice? What experience do I need to get? Okay, and then the universe will gift us, okay, with the necessary challenges and obstacles and problems that we need to solve, all designed to help us grow. Okay, and the awareness of that is crucial. Okay, being human is not easy. Okay, I absolutely tell you that being human is not easy. I get it. Yeah, I am here too. Okay, and I also say that because for all the work that I do, okay, talking about emotions, talking about challenges and obstacles that the universe gives, teaching it even, when I when I encounter these challenges, when I lost Charlie, okay, I also go, oh F it, I do. Okay, it doesn't take away the pain. Okay, it doesn't stop me recognizing that his lifetime is over. Okay, and there was absolutely nothing I could have done about that his lifetime is over. It doesn't take away me missing him. Okay, it doesn't. Okay, but what is different, okay, is that I recognize that it's a process of life. I recognize that it's an experience of life. Okay, and as much as I don't like the pain, I recognize it is part of the entire range, the entire experience of this thing called life. And then I take the next step. And then I take the next step. And then I take the next step. And I take the next step. Okay, acknowledging the emotions. Okay, acknowledging the thoughts. Okay, acknowledging the feelings that I have. Okay, acknowledging that sometimes when I wake up, okay, and I don't see him, it's been a week, okay, that it still affects me, and that is okay. Okay, that's okay to be human. Okay, it's okay to have experiences like this. It's okay to feel. Okay, and then spend time. Okay, and then spend time experiencing the feelings, and then utilize time to experience the feelings, to experience the thoughts, to experience the emotions. Okay, to be able to take all this and say, yes, this was part of my experience of life. Okay, I felt that I've experienced the joy, and I've also experienced the sorrow and the pain. And then that gives me the entire range that is complete. It is not something we wish upon anyone. Okay, it is something that happens, and that is looking at, okay, so now I'm going to utilize this time to have a full experience of this, and then I will move on. Okay, some people who are not prepared. Okay, I know people who the way one of the strategies, one of the coping strategies that people have when they experience pain. Okay, so it was Charlie for me. Okay, at this point in time. Okay, I've lost other people as well. Okay, I've experienced other tragedies in my life as well. But right now, what's immediately present for me is Charlie. And what I am very, very aware of, okay, is that we all have different ways of coping with loss. Okay, and one of the ways that people cope with loss is they don't want to feel because it is too painful to feel. Okay, it's too painful to miss whatever is gone. Okay, and then there's the attachment. Okay, and then what that pain and the attachment comes with, okay, is suffering. Okay, and people don't like the suffering. Okay, and then they turn to substance. Okay, to numb the pain. Okay, to numb the feelings. Okay, it can be any sort of substance. Okay, it can be alcohol, it can be drugs, painkillers, sleeping pills. Okay, or sometimes even unhealthy activities. Okay, to release the anger. Okay, but the net effect of that is negative. Okay, the net effect of that is more pain. Okay, so every single moment, time is passing. Okay, what are we creating with every single moment of time? Okay, dragging your feet, procrastinating, okay, is an avoidance of potential pain. But you know that this avoidance of potential pain, okay, the funny thing about life is you cannot experience one without the other. You cannot experience joy without understanding what sorrow is. Okay, you don't know what up without knowing what down is. Okay, you don't know what's outside without knowing what's inside. Okay, so there's a duality. Okay, so we cannot shut down one, okay, and just want the other. We can't. Okay, as a result of that numbing, okay, is that so time is passing and we are not feeling. Okay, if I numb myself with substance, with whatever it is, okay, with avoidance, okay, I'm losing time because every single moment that I am numb, okay, I'm not experiencing anything. It's lost. It is lost. It's a void. It's a void. Okay, and the more I delay taking something on, okay, the more I procrastinate because of fear, whatever it is, then I am also giving up because of the fear. I'm also giving up potential joy that I might experience. I'm also giving up growth. I'm also giving up expansion. I'm also giving up learning. I'm also giving up a lot of things, okay, because I have a fear. Okay, and I keep pushing the bucket down the road. I don't want to do this yet. I don't want to do this yet. I don't want to do this yet. And time is passing. So I'm 54 this year, and I was talking about Charlie. So Charlie had a lifespan of 12 years. He lived a little bit longer. I was 42. Okay, I was 42 when I first got him as a puppy. And then 12 years passed. If I get another dog, and I'm not ready to get another dog yet, and let's say another 12 years pass with this new dog. And let's say if I get another dog this year, I'll be 66. Okay, then I have to go through this all over again. And if I get another dog after that, 66 plus 12 years, I'll be 78. And then this will happen all over again. Okay, maybe I'll be better prepared. I don't know. Okay, I don't think the number of times that we go through this makes it any easier. at 78, if I live to 85, I will not have another window of 12 years to experience another dog. Okay? The pain with Charlie is now. But it doesn't, the pain with Charlie is now, but it doesn't erase the 12 years that we had together. It doesn't erase the joy. It doesn't erase the memories and my experience with him for the 12 years. It's just that right now, okay, for this present moment, it is painful. Okay, but remember that, but I'm grateful for the 12 years that I had with him. But I will only have an opportunity with 2 more dogs to have another 12 years if they live to 12. So if I think about it that way, I don't really have a lot of time to have any more experience than that. Okay, I don't want to get a dog and die and die in between because the dog wouldn't understand what happened. Again, I've seen dogs who have lost their owners and it's absolutely heartbreaking because daddy goes away and never comes back. Okay, so I will not want to do that to a dog. Okay, the daddy will go away and then the dog is kept waiting for the daddy who will not come back. Okay, I'm just using dogs as an example right now. It can be anything. Okay, the more it takes time. Okay, it takes time for things to happen. It takes time to plant a seed. Okay, for the plant to grow. It takes time to start something and see it to fruition. Okay, it takes time to build a business. It takes time to start a family. It takes time to do many things. And when we procrastinate on taking that on, okay, we are denying ourselves in the meantime of the time when we can actually experience something. Okay, we give up all the time which we can trade for an experience, which becomes the only thing that we actually get to keep in our lives. Okay, if you think about it, we keep nothing. Okay, from the moment we are here on this planet to the moment that we transition to the next dimension, life, whatever it is. Okay, we actually get to keep. There's actually nothing that we get to keep, nothing physical that we get to keep. Okay, people included. The only thing we get to keep are our memories and experience. Okay, and when I talk about experience, it comes with knowledge and practice and everything else in between. That's the only thing that we get to keep at the end, that we look back on and say, wow, this is my life. This is my life, okay, which span over this period of time, okay, which is accumulation of all these experiences that I've acquired, that I've traded time for. And in all these experiences, these are the memories that I have. And for every single moment when we are not living life on purpose, when we're not doing the thing that we want to do, okay, when we're doing something else, when we're in avoidance, okay, we are giving up these moments, this time, okay, for things that we don't actually want or care about. So what do you want? So we talk about this a lot. Okay, we talk about this a lot in the Ikigai, in our Ikigai zone programs. Okay, so the Ikigai zone was something that we created. Okay, something that we created to create this space of learning. Okay, that's centered around this concept of Ikigai. And I know that there is a definition that has been created. Okay, the 4 overlapping circles. Okay, what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be rewarded for. And then the section in the middle where it intersects. Okay, that is called Ikigai. Okay, very, very academic way of looking at it. Okay, it is one approach. Okay, but that is also a very limiting or very limited model. Okay, what I see Ikigai as really is understanding first our purpose. And understanding our purpose comes from understanding who I am. Understanding my purpose comes with understanding who I am. And who I am is very, very much shaped by my model of the world. Okay, which are my beliefs, my upbringing, my culture, my background, my education, my environment, my values, and everything else in between that shapes who I am in this current moment. Okay, but this shaping who I am, okay, there are things which I can change and there are things which can't. Okay, in essence, who I am, okay, my talents, my gifts, how I'm wired, okay, cannot change. Okay, but then there are also other things that can change: my behaviors, my beliefs, my values can change. Okay, but it's understanding that and being able to see that, because until I can see that, until I understand my own model of the world, I can't do anything about it. Okay, a fish doesn't see the water that it is swimming in. A human doesn't see. We don't see our model of the world because it is what is real to us. Okay, but our model of the world creates struggle or it creates flow. Okay, our model of the world is a map of the terrain that we are experiencing life in. And sometimes this model of the world is not an accurate map of the terrain. It is like traveling in a city and then you have a map of a forest. Okay, it's like traveling in Singapore and then you have a map of Malaysia. Okay, it doesn't match. Okay, and then we end up wasting a lot of time navigating a terrain that doesn't match our maps. Okay, and creating a lot of struggle. Okay, wasting a lot of time doing things that we could have done otherwise differently. Okay, so in the Ikigai zone, a very large part of the conversation, okay, is understanding this thing called what is my model of the world? Okay, how well does my model of the world map to what is happening in reality? Okay, it shows up in all sorts of ways. Okay, in our relationships. Okay, when we struggle with our relationships. Okay, because we have a certain idea from our model of the world, we have a certain idea of what a relationship is like. Okay, and from our model of the world, for some people, it may be love. Love is conditional. Okay, in order to be loved, there's something that I need to do. If I stop doing that, I will not be loved. Okay, I need to work for love. Love is hard work. Okay, I don't believe I deserve love, so I need to fight for love. Okay, and as a result of that model of the world, okay, when I get into a relationship, okay, I will behave in a certain way which may not work in that relationship. Okay, which when I see love as hard work, when I see love as conditional, what will also happen for me is I will make love conditional for the other person. If I need to work for love, then you will need to work for love too. Okay, that screws up the relationship. And then people wonder why. Okay, people go in and out of relationships wondering why, and then they look for and coming from conditional love, they look for someone else, okay, who also matches that conditional love paradigm. Okay, and then now you have two people, okay, who have conditional love, okay, in a relationship, okay, making demands, unreasonable demands on each other, and then it creates a lot of struggle, and then they wonder why. Okay, the truth is they created it. Or it could be dependency, or it could be total lack of dependence, or it comes in all sorts of forms. But the thing is, until we understand what our model of the world is telling us about that thing, okay, a relationship right now, okay, until we recognize that, we can't do anything about it. Until we acknowledge it, okay, we will not be able to say, hey, this is not working. What do I need to do? What do I need to change to be able to start making this work? Or it could be a money conversation as well. Okay, money is the root of all evil. Okay, and then it creates self-sabotage behavior because If I have money, then it means that I am evil. Okay, or I don't deserve money. Okay, some other people deserve money. Okay, and for me to get money, I need to work very hard to earn money. So having money equals to hard work. Okay, and then we create that same result in our lives. Okay, and then we work hard for money, and then we wonder why we're feeling unfulfilled working hard for money. Because from our model of the world, this can only this can exist. We cannot see anything else. Or there could be avoidance of money because, oh, if I have a lot of money, then what will people think of me? Okay, if I have a lot of money, then I cannot trust people. I cannot trust my people who want to be my friends because maybe they are after my money. And then we create that in our lives because our model of the world has created that for us, and we can't see anything else. And then everything else becomes, no, that is not true. Okay, my experience is true. And that's the thing about humans, okay? The only thing that is true is our experience. The only thing that is real is what we feel and see and experience. Okay, until we are able to take a step back, look at it and say, oh my God, this is just simply just this. This is just simply my model of the world, and it is not the truth. Then we become at choice to say, hey, this is not working, this is not the truth. Okay, then what else is possible? And then we come to a point when we can choose. I can choose love that is not conditional. I can choose money and creating wealth, which doesn't have to be hard work. Okay, I can have money and friends at the same time because they are not mutually exclusive. Okay, I can have the life that I want because I deserve it. And not think that, oh, I'll never be good enough, okay, to have a life like that. It is all simply model of the world. And whilst we live in that model of the world, whatever that model of the world is, okay, whatever that map is, as long as we continue to travel with a map against a terrain that doesn't match, okay, time is passing anyway. So the earlier we realize that something is not working, the earlier we can make a change. The earlier we become aware of our own models of the world, the earlier it is we can start creating new possibilities. So do we have time? So I say this. When you're young, make mistakes, experiment, go explore. Okay, because you have a little bit more time than somebody who's older. Okay, go learn, go grow, go have the biggest experience, the best experience, do different things that you can. Okay, and let that be part of the clarity of what it is that you truly want in life. Okay, which comes from who you are rather than what other people are telling you to be, who you need to be, or who you should be. There's no should. There's no. You know, the moment we give into that, okay, we are surrendering our birthright, okay, to somebody else's opinion, okay, who in the long run doesn't make a difference to us anyway. We look for permission. We look for approval. Okay, why does it matter? Okay, why does it matter to have somebody's approval or permission to live the life that we want? So be clear. Okay, number one, be very clear what it is that you want to experience in life. Number two, when you are clear, when you have the clarity of what you want to experience and what you want to get, then be deliberate. Okay, be deliberate to get the experience that you desire. Be deliberate to get the knowledge, the tools, the skills. Be deliberate in practicing and making mistakes. Be deliberate in looking at challenges and obstacles and saying, thank you, I'm grateful for this lesson. Be deliberate in every single moment that you utilize in exchange for the experiences and memories. And then be grateful. Okay, be grateful for everything that life throws your way. Okay, be grateful for every challenge as well as every joy. Okay, be grateful for the good times. Okay, be grateful for the difficult ones as well. Be grateful for the people who are with you. Be grateful for the ones who have left. Okay, be grateful for every single moment. Because in the end, time is all we have. Okay, time is the only gift that we have. The value of time is the thing that we get to decide. And in a lifetime, the only thing we can look back on to see is what the heck happened. Thank you all for being here for this last 60 minutes. Okay. I truly value this time that you have given to me as a gift. And I hope that in the last 60 minutes, I have also in exchange created something of value for you. If you want to find out more about the work that we do, okay, there are links in the description below. Okay, there's a Telegram group that you can join to find out more of what's available in the Ikigai zone. We have an Ignite the Ikigai zone that's coming up in October in Singapore. Okay, you can find out more. We have a discovery session. Okay, this coming Wednesday. Okay, the information is in the description as well. I am very, very grateful for all of you being here. That's all from me for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing all of you next week. Kampung Kid out. Bye-bye.